one of our favorites here on Prime News at 7 returns tomorrow night. Cougar Town debuts on TBS at 10 o'clock, and joining me now are stars Courtney Cox and Josh Hopkins. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. Tell me really quickly, what can we expect for this season?
I think that you can expect the same show, except for I think it's funnier this year. It's a little racier because we moved to cable. And I think we felt so excited about being supported so much that I think we're just on our game, and I think we're better.
Yeah, it's it's our fourth season, so we really have a good thing going of chemistry. We know what we're doing. With not a lot of wasted energy. We're excited to be back and truly feel reinvigorated with the switch in networks. It really does feel good.
Mm-hmm. You know, you mentioned it, Josh. It seems like when it first started, Cougar Town was really kind of all about you, Courtney, but now it's just a great ensemble cast show. Tell us a little bit about that evolution, how it happened.
Well, I still think it's mostly, if you haven't seen it, it's mostly about me and just the way I go through life.
They just shifted. They made it from about just me. We just decided just to make it about Josh.
Mm-hmm. Which is a smart move.
The evolution was, you know, whenever you start a show, you need to go through the eyes of one person. You can't just meet everybody at once. So like any kind of ensemble show, you start with the lead character and then you meet all these people through her. The only difference is we spent time at the beginning with me with younger men because I'd just gotten newly divorced and I didn't know how to get back out in the world. But that was never going to be the long-term concept. It was always the same friends in the cul-de-sac, and Josh, who lived across the street, was someone who we knew I was going to end up with by the end of the first season. So that's kind of a normal thing to do that. I mean, it's still kind of told through my eyes or my world, but it's now people have their own storylines because they're now established, and it's less pressure for me and more fun for them.
Yes.
Well, that kind of brings up the little bit of an interesting story going on with the title. You're still called Cougar Town, and I know there's a little bit of a joke inside. Tell us a little bit about behind the scenes, that title, Cougar Town.
Well, that was because my son went to high school, and the mascot of the team was called the Cougars. So that's it was kind of a double entendre. I was dating younger men, and the high school where my son was, which But
the fact is that the show is horribly titled. We say that freely and loudly. Cougar Town is a terrible title. And it's kind of restricted some people from watching the show because they think it's about her dating younger men, and it simply is not. We are now married on the show. There are no older women dating younger men on the show. It's a show about a group of friends that kind of likes to drink wine, sit around, and make fun of each other. So it's actually a fun place to come join, actually.
It sounds good, and you know, you just made the move from ABC to TBS. Courtney, you mentioned this before. It could be a little bit racier now that it's on cable. Can you give us an example?
Well, I mean, what'd you think?
Your breasts?
Oh, well, I think I could have done that.
Yeah, okay, oh yeah.
But we did an episode where Grayson and Jules, trying to keep their marriage spicy, they decided to have a naked day. And just like the concept of certain things. I was watching Game of Thrones on television with my son, Dan Bird, who is Travis, and I was able to say, wow, they sure are having a lot of butt sex.
We can say butt sex. You'll have to bleep it out, but we can say butt sex.
I read it and thought, I can't believe that's allowed, and it is.
On cable.
I don't think it is on Prime News at 7, though, not our newscast. But how about more cross-promotion? Probably not, no. But I remember we're also big fans of the show Community from NBC, and you had that little bit of a cross-promotion with the character Abed. Can you do more of that now that you're not on network anymore?
I don't know that we will be doing more of that. I'm sure we could. I mean, I know that there might be some cross-promotion with Conan, but we don't know anything else at the moment.
Okay. Well, thank you guys so much. And again, Cougar Town, it returns tomorrow night. It's going to be at 10 o'clock on TBS. Everybody check your local listings. And guys, thank you so much for joining us here during Prime News at 7.
Thanks, Amy. By the way, I went to Baylor in Chattanooga for my sophomore year of high school. So hi to everybody that I met in Chattanooga from Baylor in 10th grade.
Did you really? My brother did too.
Really? Yeah.